Today I have 5 quick tips for you to keep your craft space, your craft room organized so it'll work better for you. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to give you 5 tips to help keep your room working for you and make it a happy place for you to be so you can create and have lots of fun at the same time. So let's jump right in. Number 1 is to make sure your space is pretty and inspiring. If it just has basic boring shelving and you really don't enjoy the look of it, you may not actually enjoy being in the room, and that will make you a little less creative. So decorate it in your favorite colors. You can hang examples of your own work or work from your family members. If you have a collection, this is a great place to store it. Or if you have a fandom that you absolutely adore, this is a great place to store all the bits from books and movies and shows that you love, because they'll just make you smile as you see them every day while you work. A lot of the times the geeky items don't have a lot of function, so using them as displays in your room is a really good idea to make it a more enjoyable experience for you. Number 2 is to declutter regularly. You are going to be excited about getting new items in on a regular basis for the most part, so make sure that you are getting rid of the old stuff, the stuff that doesn't spark joy, the stuff that you aren't excited to create with. Get rid of anything that doesn't spark joy, because it's so easy for these things to pile up. And I think the worst thing to say as you go through your items is, I could use this someday, because that comes with guilt. You don't want to throw it away or give it away, and more likely down the road you won't use it. If it does spark joy, organize it in a way that will inspire you to actually use it. And once you do declutter, make sure that you get it out of your space. Otherwise, it could just potentially sit there waiting to go away. This also applies to things that don't belong in this space, that belong in other parts of your house. So make sure that those aren't cluttering up your space. Number 3, space allowing. Set up stations in your space. Preschool rooms work really well because they have different stations for coloring, different stations for Play-Doh, different stations for reading, and the children know where to go when they want to do a specific activity. This works really well in a craft room too, because there's so many things that we do, so many different crafts, that having a station for each one, or even one for your computer. I have one for filming. Having different spaces really help keep things separate, and then you can have your storage organized accordingly. You don't need a whole room to set up stations. If you only have a corner, each bin or box or basket can be a station. Organize things by theme and near the place where you're going to use them. Each area has a purpose. The storage should be nearby. It can be in another room altogether if it's in a bin and you're going to bring it to that space. But the idea is to have everything together that you're going to need in one place to do each task. If you are enjoying this video so far, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every Sunday with an organizing video for you so that you can get your week off to a great start. Okay, let's get back in with number 4. Have the things that you use most within your reach. So if you sit down to create, you don't have to keep getting up to go get stuff. Have things at hand so that while you're working, you can stay in the creative flow for longer. You won't waste any of your precious creative time, but also staying in the creative flow makes you more creative. It also just makes life easier. You're not getting up, sitting down, getting up, sitting down, going over. That's actually how I started standing up to create, because I was so sick of getting up, and then I realized, why don't I just keep things close at hand? This goes for tools, supplies, and also any of the decorative stuff that you will use. And lastly, number 5, organize your space according to the way you actually organize. Cass over at Clutterbug has a quiz, and she has different types of clutterbugs, ladybugs, butterflies, bees, and crickets. And each one of us organizes differently. So for example, I'm a butterfly, I'm a visual organizer, so if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I need things in sight, but also things that are easy to put away. So big baskets where I can just throw things in when I'm done, bowls of washi, my ribbon storage is on display. So that's the way my mind works, and that's what works best for me. So that's how I've organized my space. She has a fun quiz over on her website, and I will leave that link in the description below. And she has great tips depending on which bug you are and how you can organize your space. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will be back next week with some planner decorating tips for you, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. You can do that here by clicking on my little face. Here are 2 more videos that I think you will like. If you made it this far, leave me the butterfly emoji in the comments below, and don't forget to go take the quiz to find out what bug you are. Have a fantastic day and happy planning.